A preliminary analysis of Hurricane Ian shows that climate change made this hurricane a wetter storm than ever, and a warmer ocean is driving intensification of these storms. Here to explain all of this is Michael Wenner. He's a climate scientist with Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. Michael, thanks so much for being here. So Hurricane Ian, the rainfall was 10% wetter because of climate change. What does that mean?
Well, indeed, this is the part of hurricanes and climate change we understand the most. I've been watching your coverage for the last 2 days, and one can't help but be moved by the damages and suffering of the people in the path of this horrendous storm. What we've done is try to quantify one little contribution to that, those damages and that suffering, and that's by quantifying how much more rain has fallen because of climate change. And our statement was that climate change caused more than 10% increase in rainfall. And this is important for inland flooding. A lot of the pictures you've shown are coastal flooding, that's saltwater flooding. Without a question, that also has been exacerbated by climate change.
And how is climate change making more rainfall?
Well, actually the storms are really kind of supercharged. We know that the humidity in this storm should have increased by about 5%, but the rain increased by 10%, which is twice the humidity. So the storm is more efficient at precipitating out this increased moisture. And so, like I say, it's supercharged because of probably the increased wind speeds within the storm itself.
I read that this is a 1 in 1,000 year rainfall. Is that your understanding?
That's an initial estimate. We'll go back and do a more sophisticated estimate later.
So, but meaning that 12 inches of rain fell, we're talking about in Florida, in a 12 to 24 hour period. Is that unprecedented?
Oh, I think it is. This is one of the worst storms, if not the worst storm in terms of damages to hit Florida.
And so, just to help us understand, is it because all of the water that you're talking about, the lakes, the oceans, are warmer that it makes more precipitation?
Indeed, it's both the warmer oceans at the surface as well as the air itself, and which means there's more humidity in the air. So that's the driving process, and I think that we should know that we've had about a little over 1 degree centigrade of global warming since the pre-industrial era, and we're on track for a lot more. And I think the bad news is that these kinds of storms will be much more frequent.
Yeah, that is bad news. And Michael, we're going to have you back because we need to talk about what the solution is. Because, obviously here, seeing all the devastation, we have to do something before these storms become even more frequent. Michael Wenner, thank you very much for explaining this study and what's happening.
Thank you very much.